All right, here you have it. The American Vintage II 1961 Stratocaster. I gotta tell you, first off, let me start by saying this is a $2,200 guitar. $2,200. In this day and age right now, you can buy a lot of guitar for $2,200. There are so many options out there. So many options. When you have $2,200, I mean, it's staggering. This guitar is made by Fender, obviously, and it's made to the vintage specifications. Because Fender sees 1962 guitars, their own 1962 guitars, going for $17,000. I mean, 1961. I'm sorry, this is a 1961 reissue. Made to the specs of a 1961. But what Fender sees these 61s going for $17,000, $25,000, $60,000, and they want to get in on the money. So they make this guitar. Now, a bolt-on neck guitar, which is what this is, bolt-on neck guitar, these are the easiest guitars in the world to make. When you look at guitar builders, from most difficult up here to the easiest down here, the easiest guitar to make is a bolt-on neck guitar. It's the easiest guitar to make, this guitar. Okay, so when you're paying $2,200 for a bolt-on neck guitar, in my opinion, it should play perfectly. There should be literally nothing that you could even come close to complaining about. Like nothing. Zero. But in the case of this guitar, for $2,200, man, I'm real disappointed. And I guess it does kind of anger me. It does get me going, wound up, that a corporation that's been making these guitars since 1961 cannot make one for $2,200 that plays well. And maybe it's just this one. Maybe it just happens to be this one. Okay? Listen to this. This is no effects. This is no distortion. This is an amp with all the knobs in the middle, the EQ knobs. Volume's on about 3. Listen to that. You hear that? Hear that rattling? Listen to this one. Hear that rattling? And this is after I adjusted it. It was worse. It was worse when I got it. So by their own Fender specifications, at the 17th fret, this should be 5/64 from the top of the fret to the bottom of the string. This one is 8/64. It's higher than their specs, and it still sounds like this. This one's higher than their specs, and it still sounds like this. playing a song. Hear it rattling? I mean, $2,200? The other problems that I have with this guitar are you can buy these vintage tuners. You can buy this vintage bridge setup. You can buy these knobs. You can buy this pick guard, 3-ply pick guard. You can buy this body shape. The only thing you might not be able to buy separately and put it together yourself is this neck. It has a slab board neck on it, which is not a common neck that Fender produces. And these pickups are 61 hand wound pickups. But having said that, you can buy pickups from other manufacturers, Mark Foley, MF Guitars, Onomac Winery, Kerry Learned, Klein pickups, Fralin pickups, Lawler pickups. You can buy all kinds of pickups that sound as good or better than this. Some of it could be subjective, right? But they are as good or better than these pickups, okay? And they're like $300 a set. You know, some of them are $250. So the other complaint I have about this guitar is the frets. When I play this guitar, it literally hurts my fingers. And I play a lot. I play a lot of guitar. If I play that type of stuff, I might last an hour on this guitar. I have other guitars I can play for 5 hours and not have any pain in my fingers at all. None. Zero. It's these frets. They're called vintage tall frets. They're called vintage tall frets. Now, I'm not complaining about the quality of the frets. The frets are fine. They're just not good to have on a guitar to play. And when you're paying $2,200 for a guitar, you want to play it. And I would never, ever, ever take this guitar to a gig. Ever. Because when you're playing at a gig, when I'm playing at a gig, I play with more intensity. You know, you got an audience in front of you, you know, you're pulling stuff off, you know, in time with the band. And you might be playing something a little harder, a little bit more intense. This guitar would kill me. This guitar would hurt my fingers. My fingers would be hurting bad at the end of a show. And I can play my other guitars and my fingers don't hurt at all. Like I said, I play this guitar for about 15 minutes a day because after that, I just start noticing, you know, that it's very uncomfortable to play. It's because of these frets. Hold on a second. It's because of the frets and the tension on the guitar. There's a lot of tension somehow on this guitar. However they have it set up or built, the strings have a lot of tension on them. It's a struggle to get around. It's a struggle to get around on this neck. It's a struggle to get around on this neck because of the tension of the strings and the frets. Now, if I had bought a guitar for like $800, $700, I'd be like, okay, I'll get it refretted. I'll take it to a tech. I'll have him work on it. You know, pay him $100, $150. Get some new pickups in it. You know, but this is a $2,200 guitar. You know, you don't want to rip the frets out of this guitar. You do not want to rip the frets out of a $2,200 guitar and go, yeah, I'll replace them. You know, when you're paying $2,200 for a guitar, It should come out of the factory playing perfect. What are they doing over at Fender where they can't make a $2,200 guitar play perfect off the line? What are they doing over there? It's a waste of your money, and hey, look, maybe it's just me. $2,200 for a guitar is a lot for me personally. Okay. And maybe I'm the exception to the rule. Maybe other people can pay $2,200 for a guitar and just go, oh yeah, no problem. It doesn't play that good, but I'll get it set up. I'll go pay to have it set up, and I'll pay to, have it changed out, and I'll pay to have it adjust, Why would I have to do that at $2,200 for the guitar? It's just this guitar is not worth the money. It's not worth the money. I have multiple guitars, and almost all of them play better than this one. I have a 63 Reissue from 1997 that plays better than this. They made this guitar better in 1997 for way cheaper than this one. Even when you convert the inflation rate, it was cheaper. This guitar is just not worth the money. So if you're thinking about buying an American Vintage II Reissue, really think it over and play a guitar with, these frets, which is another one of my problems with this. I went to my Guitar Center. Guitar Center didn't have any. Guitar Center did not have any. They're not sending these to Guitar Center. Why? Because they're making more money selling them from their website. So when they sell it from the website for $2,200, they make $2,200. When they sell it to Guitar Center for, let's say, $1,100, whatever, $1,000, that's what they make. And then Guitar Center makes $800, $900. So Fender's cut that out. So you can't even play this guitar in the stores around where I live. So I had to take a chance and buy it over the internet. And I've always said, buying over the internet a guitar is risky. No matter how you cut it, it's risky. You are praying that that guitar is a good playing guitar, And Fender has made it so you can't do anything but buy these over the internet. They don't distribute them in the stores. They don't give them out to Guitar Center. At least they didn't in my area, and there's at least 3 Guitar Centers around here. So if you do want to buy this guitar, please play it before you buy it. My fingers are hurting right now, just messing around with it. I can feel them. There's a tension on this guitar. Man, it's hard to get around on this guitar. It's just very difficult. It's a very difficult guitar to play. And the quality of it is not $2,200 worth of quality. Not even close. So, like I said, if you want to buy one of these, make sure you play it. And play it for at least an hour. Play it for at least an hour. And then if you want to buy it, if you want to buy it online, it's not, it's your decision. But I'm just telling you, for $2,200, there's a lot of guitar out there to buy for $2,200 that far surpass this one in workmanship, quality, and playability.